Welcome to English Easy Hub. Join us as we ignite the flames of your English learning journey together.
Please subscribe to watch and embark on your English learning journey. Don't miss out on the exciting content. In this dialogue, Alan, a student striving to improve his English proficiency, seeks advice from his teacher on how to transition from an intermediate to an advanced level. The teacher provides a comprehensive strategy, emphasizing the importance of setting realistic goals, consistent practice, expanding vocabulary, and immersing oneself in the language through various engaging activities. This conversation offers practical tips and resources to help learners enhance their English skills and gain confidence in their usage.
Good morning, teacher. Before we start the class, could you help me with something? I know we're in the advanced level now, but I don't feel confident speaking advanced English.
Good morning, Alan. Of course, I can help you. What seems to be the problem?
I know many advanced words and phrases, but I feel like I can't use them properly. How can I move from an intermediate to an advanced level in English?
That's a great question, Alan. Many students feel stuck at the intermediate level. It's a common challenge. When you're at the intermediate level, you can understand most things quite well, but your range of expressions is often limited. Many students say they always use the same words or feel their vocabulary is stuck at a basic level. Does this sound like you?
Yes, exactly. My conversations in English feel boring and limited. I can't express myself as precisely as I can in my first language, which is frustrating and demotivating.
I understand, and it's a common feeling. But there are several strategies you can use to move from intermediate to advanced English. First, you need to step out of your comfort zone and set realistic goals. Having tremendously ambitious goals isn't useful. Instead, write down manageable goals to boost your motivation and give you a sense of direction. For example, aim to create 10 personalized sentences using new words and phrases each week. This is achievable and can significantly enhance your vocabulary.
That makes sense. But what if I set goals that are too ambitious?
It's important to avoid overly ambitious goals, like listening to TED Talks for 2 hours a day or learning 50 new words daily. These are unrealistic and can lead to burnout. Instead, focus on consistency. Dedicate time each day to practice. 10 minutes is good, but 20 minutes is better. Choose a time when you feel refreshed and relaxed.
I see. So, consistency is key. But what if I study English for years and still don't reach an advanced level?
Sometimes students don't reach the advanced level because they only do the bare minimum. If you want to see real results, you need to put in extra effort. Invest time in identifying and correcting your mistakes. For example, if you practice for an hour a day, spend 40 minutes learning new things and 20 minutes correcting your mistakes.
That sounds practical. But how can I make my English sound more natural and advanced?
To sound more natural and advanced, use native speaker phrases and vocabulary. Reading is a great way to learn new words and phrases, but make sure to note them down and find ways to use them. Learning blocks of English, such as entire phrases, collocations, or phrasal verbs, can also help. These blocks allow you to input them into conversations seamlessly, making you sound more fluent and natural.
I understand. So, I should focus on learning phrases and blocks of language?
Yes, exactly. Blocks of language help you avoid translating in your head, making your speech more fluent and natural. Also, shift your focus from studying English to using English as a tool to access other information. For example, read the news, take courses, or even learn new skills through English. This approach helps you learn new vocabulary and phrases in context, making them easier to remember and use.
That sounds interesting. Can you give me more tips on how to improve?
Certainly. Another useful tip is to follow someone you admire, such as an actor, singer, or writer. Listen to how they speak, their phrases, and their intonation. Copying their language style can help you sound more native and advanced. Additionally, immerse yourself in English as much as possible. Listen to podcasts, watch movies, and learn different accents. The key is to live with English and use it daily.
That makes sense. But how can I stay motivated and not give up?
Staying motivated is crucial. Remember, you need advanced English for practical reasons, like getting a better job. So, keep your end goal in mind. Also, make learning fun by engaging with content that interests you. Whether it's reading, watching movies, or taking courses in English, make sure it's something you enjoy. This way, learning doesn't feel like a chore.
Thank you, teacher. Your advice is very helpful. Can you make more videos with advanced words and phrases in English?
Of course, Alan. We already have many videos on advanced words and phrases, but I can certainly make more. Take care, and I hope you found this conversation helpful.
Before I go, can you give me an example of a realistic goal I could set for myself this week?
Absolutely. Here's a practical goal. Each day, choose one advanced word or phrase that you encounter in your reading or listening practice. Write it down in a notebook, along with its definition and an example sentence. Then, try to use that word or phrase in a conversation or in your writing at least 3 times during the week. This way, you'll gradually incorporate new vocabulary into your active usage.
That sounds like a manageable goal. I'll start with that. Do you have any recommendations for good resources to find advanced vocabulary?
Yes, there are plenty of resources you can use. For reading, try websites like BBC News, The New York Times, or The Guardian. For listening, TED Talks and NPR are excellent choices. Additionally, reading novels or nonfiction books in English can expose you to a wide range of vocabulary. Don't forget to use tools like online dictionaries or vocabulary apps to help you understand and memorize new words.
Great, I'll check those out. What about improving my speaking skills specifically?
For speaking, try to engage in regular conversation practice. If you don't have a native speaker to practice with, consider using language exchange platforms like Tandem or HelloTalk. You can also join English speaking clubs or participate in online forums and discussion groups. Recording yourself speaking on various topics and then listening to the recordings can also help you identify areas for improvement and track your progress.
Those are fantastic suggestions. I'll look into those platforms. How can I work on my pronunciation and accent?
To improve pronunciation and accent, listen closely to native speakers and mimic their speech patterns. Pay attention to the rhythm, intonation, and stress in their sentences. You can use resources like YouTube channels focused on pronunciation, such as Rachel's English or English with Lucy. Additionally, practicing with tongue twisters can help improve your articulation and fluency.
I've heard of those channels. I'll definitely check them out. Is there anything else I should focus on to advance my English skills?
Yes, one more thing. Develop your writing skills. Try to write regularly in English, whether it's keeping a journal, writing essays, or participating in online discussions. Focus on using a variety of sentence structures and incorporating advanced vocabulary. Getting feedback from native speakers or using writing correction services can also be very beneficial.
Writing practice sounds useful. I'll make sure to include that in my routine. Thank you so much for all the advice, teacher. I feel much more confident about improving my English now.
You're welcome, Alan. I'm glad I could help. Remember, the key is consistent practice and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Keep at it, and you'll see significant improvements over time. Good luck, and I'm always here if you need further assistance.
Thanks again, teacher. I'll start working on these tips right away. Have a great day.
You too, Alan. Take care and see you in the next class.
In summary, the dialogue between Alan and his teacher highlights key strategies for advancing English proficiency. Stepping out of the comfort zone, setting achievable goals, using native speaker phrases, and consistently practicing reading, writing, listening, and speaking. The teacher underscores the importance of making learning engaging and practical, encouraging Alan to integrate English into his daily life. This conversation serves as a valuable guide for any learner aiming to reach an advanced level in English.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share to keep the English learning journey alive.